So hey y'all, it's your girl from Tastic. So what? I don't know, but we're doing a lot of upcycling and revamping in 2024. But this is my introduction to my channel. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have, thank you for coming back and supporting your girl. I just wanted to give you guys a little background for 2024 of why I do what I do and how I started doing what I do. So come back to see or hear the rest. Okay, so now that we're back, I just wanted to tell you guys how I started my love for sewing, revamping, and DIYing and upcycling, all those great things that you see me do over here on the channel. So this started at the age of 12 years old. I remember the time when my mom used to take us to this Catholic church that was up on a corner. Well, it was a little bit more than up on a corner. It was like a couple of blocks over and a couple of blocks up the hill along the way. And it was a big giant Catholic church on the corner. And they used to give classes like etiquette classes and sewing classes and probably some other classes that I don't even know about. But my mom signed us up for etiquette class, me and my sister, and for sewing classes. So we took those classes to learn how to walk and talk and act like a lady. Yes, we did. We did the silverware, the tea, the putting the napkin on your lap. We did all the dainty things, okay? And yeah, so I still know where everything should be, like fork placement, all that kind of stuff, to this day. So she embedded that in our heads, which was a good thing. And then we took sewing classes as well. So I learned the basics of how to thread a machine. First, we had to learn all about the machine. Then we had to learn how to thread the machine. And at that time, we didn't have all the special things that we have now, like special threads, we may have, but I didn't know about it. Presser foots for different fabrics, all that kind of stuff that you see going on today. We didn't have all the magnetic pins. And the first thing that I learned how to make was a pin cushion. Okay, so that was a little elastic band with some material that we put some fluffy stuff in it, and then we stuck the pins on there. So, and put fabric around it and attached all that and sewed it on there, and so you had your pin cushion. So that's where my love for sewing came in at the age of 12. And so later on in life, I didn't do any sewing that I could recall. I think the sewing part came back into my life when I got older and I had children and I had gotten married. And this came with the lack of income. So the creative niche was already, the creative bug, whatever you want to call it, was already embedded in me, thanks to my mom. And so what I did was I started looking at things around the house and I was like, this stuff is fabric. Wonder what I can make out of there. And so I had a job interview that I wanted to go to, but I didn't have no suit. Okay, never had sewn a suit in my life. Never knew I would ever need one. But at that time, back in the day, back in the 80s and early 80s and early, late 90s, you needed to have a business suit because I always wanted to work in the office. So my desire was to be an attorney or a lawyer, but yes. So I did go to school for that. So I do have a degree in law, employment law, that is. But I think I've used that degree. Let me get back onto the subject because I'm about to just dribble all over the place. But just to give you guys the history of why I do what I do today, I just wanted to set up an intro for 2024. So back to the story. Okay, let's get back. Like, girl, get back to the story. Okay, get back to the story. So I needed to sew a suit and I didn't have any fabric. I didn't know anything about going to the fabric store, buying fabric or whatever like that. But I knew that, what I was looking at could be a potential suit. And there were some curtains that I had on the wall. And I know I don't have a picture of it because this was a long time ago, but I did make the suit and the suit was awesome and everybody loved the suit. And I got so many compliments on the suit. And I was like, girl, how did you make this suit? Because I was determined. I didn't have no pattern. I had nothing. I had to take clothes that I had, like a skirt and maybe a jacket or a blazer at the time. And I took those items apart and that's where I got my pattern pieces. Okay, so when you're revamping, those are things that you can do. Take something that you can't wear no more, alter it to the size that you are now or whatever, and then you start creating. So that's how I got my suit. And from then on, as I had started having children, I was like, the money wasn't there. I had a very stingy husband, and very mean husband. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, but I decided to make my kids summer clothes. Okay, so their shorts were getting small, and I wouldn't be allowed to have money at that time to buy them anything. So I was like, what can I do? So I took some sheets that I had that I wasn't using anymore, and I took a pair of the boys' shorts and I cut them out, and then I kind of like altered them a little bit so that they would fit. And this came my pattern once again. Okay, my pattern was from other items that had already been sewn or bought from the store that I took apart and laid them on there, cut them out. I didn't know what I was doing, but just from the small skills that I had, it allowed me to use those skills to make shorts and t-shirts for the boys. And so I made those out of, the stretchy part, the fitted part of your sheet that was kind of like soft and stretchy. That's where I got the t-shirts from. And then the flat part of the sheet is where I got the shorts from. So that's what I used as fabric. And as I started, learning how to do more things, I started making more clothes. And I think my next outfit was purple dress out of gabardine. Now, gabardine was, if you know what gabardine is kind of stiff. And I think I went to the fabric store and purchased this, think I was doing something I didn't know. I was just buying some fabric that I liked. I like purple, so there. And anyway, it was a V-neck dress, no sleeves, and it was like 2 pieces, front and back, and then 2 pockets on the front. And it was like right to your calf. So it was a good dress that I could probably wear to church, and I could wear a shirt up under it, or I could wear a t-shirt up under it, whatever, whatever. But so I got a lot of compliments off of that. So I started entering like little fashion shows or whatever have you. And yeah, I started showcasing my clothes and everything. So that's what I was doing. So yeah, I was starting to let me get some water, y'all. I don't know where my cup is at, but I'm not trying to drag the video out, so I'm talking fast, so I'm trying to get it out there. And yeah, plus I got a meeting in a few minutes. So anyway, with that said, that's how I started my love for sewing. And then as I got older, I would see things that people would make, and I'd be like, oh, I want to make that, or can I make that out of something I have at home? Once again, I would take old stuff that I had at home and try to revamp it and make it look different. So I was always doing something. I always wanted to be different. So maybe that gave me the spearhead, or I don't even know what words I want to use, y'all, but maybe that gave me the encouragement to revamp things, to DIY, upcycle, or sustainable fashion, all those things that we label them, all the things is things that we label them. So that's where that came from. And so, yeah, even as my boys got older, they had the creative side of them of drawing. I can't draw to save my life, but my boys could draw a figure, and then they would take it and put it on their jeans and paint it or bleach it and do all those kind of stuff. I think I would do tie-dyes to make their t-shirts look different. So, it'd be the same t-shirt, but I would upcycle it by making it into a tie-dye shirt. So those are things that gave me I don't even know what the word is. Those are the things that gave me inspiration to want to revamp and sew, okay, and DIY. So that's where I'm here today on J Sew-tastic. So what? And I am doing the things that you see me doing on this channel. So with that said, I'm not going to hold you guys long. I'm glad you stopped by. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you subscribe and stay and see what I got coming up next. I think I'm going to be working on some pants that I'm going to be revamping that I already cut the pockets out and used for something else. And now I'm going to see if I can make them wearable again. So with that said, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for supporting. We are growing. We are at 401 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers before 6 months. Okay, before the year ends, like halfway, in. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, and I can only do that with your help, by you recommending my channel, by you watching the channel, by you watching the videos, by you thumbsing up the videos so that YouTube puts them out in the algorithm. That's the only way our channel is going to grow, and we're going to get more people in the family. So we need our family to grow and to be extended. So hey, come on in here, get that thumbs up button, leave me some comments below, all those good things, and I'll see y'all in the next video. That's how your girl got started. All right.